Okay, T-spinning. First, we're gonna go over what T-spinning is. Then we're gonna go over the theory on how to do it. And then we're gonna go over different things to look out for in order to create a T-spin. So what is a T-spin? Let me see if I can create one right now. There. So this is the setup for a T-spin. You'll notice here that there's like a T-shaped hole, and what you do with this is you wait for a T piece, you put the piece in the slot, and then you rotate it a certain direction. So in this case, it would be a rotation counterclockwise. So I'm gonna rotate this counterclockwise and you're gonna see a T-spin. So why are T-spins important? T-spins are important because they send 4 lines of garbage, whereas a Tetris also sends 4 lines of garbage. But you'll notice that T-spins only require you to clear 2 lines, which means they're 2 times more efficient than a Tetris. That's why all the pros use T-spins, because it's just more efficient. So how do you set one up? So what you want to do is you want to look for a hole. So for example, this hole right here. So you want like a flat plane with a hole. And then what you want to do is you want to create that T-shaped well with like the underhang. So in this case, I could just do this. The easiest pieces to start out with when learning T-spins are Z and S pieces. And then once you do create the underhang, it's just a matter of filling everything up, saving a T piece, putting it into the slot, and then rotating it the proper way. So in this case, it would be a counterclockwise rotation. So you'll notice here, there's a hole and flat land around the hole. So I'm gonna do my best to create an overhang. So I can create an overhang here with another T piece, and I have a T piece on hold. So I can just swap that out, put this in, and again, this is a counterclockwise rotation. So the reason that S and Z pieces are so commonly used or are very easy to use for T-spins is because the way they are designed, it makes them really easy to create that well. So here you can see that I can create a well using this green S piece, or if I wanted to, I could create it using this red Z piece. So let me just do that with this just to kind of like demonstrate. There you go. So another thing that I found when learning how to T-spin is looking for these little bumps. And what I mean by bumps is like you have something that's filled, you have a hole, you have something that's filled, you have a hole, you have something that's filled. Like that's what I'm talking about when I say bumps. And the reason why these are really important is because you can use these J and L pieces, the blue and orange pieces, in order to create that well if you have a hole. So let me just pop this here for a sec. You see that if I do this here, that you can create that T piece. So if I do something like this, I now have a T-spin. Here you can see more bumps. This I would need an orange piece here to create that edge. So let me go and try to create that right now. There. And then I would obviously need, yeah, one of those long pieces, and then bam, I have a T-spin. Something like this can also pop up too, where the T piece just naturally forms, and you can just use any piece to create that overhang, and then you're able to easily T-spin. Here, you'll notice that I have the bump again, so I can just swap this out. And then create another T-spin. So those are 2 things that I kind of look out for all the time. I know a lot of people out there go through what a T-spin is and like the technicalities around it, but when I first started learning out how to T-spin, no one really showed me these little things to look out for and really broke down how to actually like create a T-spin. So by the way, if you're practicing anything Tetris related, I highly recommend you go into a custom game, change gravity to 0, and then you want to turn this off so that when you go into a game, your pieces never fall. So like you can see here that my pieces just don't fall. And this is really good for just practicing things. All right, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around. Peace.